Okay, you guys, welcome to the Virtual Intelligent Lab. And you see it's up there in the top part, Virtual Intelligent Lab. So, yes, we've been doing a lot of work. A lot of those pages you see up there. Well, I just changed my index, but temporary. The real SMTVS index is still there. And I mean, I got to go do some surgery work, like remove the image that's in the front page there. I'm placing the new search engine inside the page, right? So we did a lot of work still. This is like our actual um, log, right? There's so much going on with AI right now. Well, I have other ones. In fact, the AI generates some serious stuff. But the one that he generates that I really want, he never gets, he gives me this one. This one is bad still. He's showing a simulation how data is moving, right? That really is shown fast. Okay. So we can get with some talking and thing. Oh yeah, well, I've been jamming out some work, yes. This is a hybrid studio factory we started to build. It's like I'm like, no, 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 that's not where I want it. And he goes and he does something else. You know what I mean? So you got a lot of stuff in the background right here. What's this? Okay. Okay. Core AI platform, right? Okay, so well the agent prints this stuff up, and give it to me. I'm like, okay. I'm more this is the information stuff. I'm more interested. He's always trying to tell me stuff, always trying to show me that this is working, that's not working, this is that, that is that. I think he works in the way to get my approval. You know what I mean? That type of stuff. So he will build stuff and Luna and stuff. And he stuff most like going to work, but he's just always giving me a lot of prototypes. Bond this prototype, bond this prototype. I'm like, yo, I'm tired of prototypes now, man. We building, man. And I'd be like that for you with the agent. Okay, like today the agent gave me this. Okay, so fine. He built this, right? And then we can record a channel, right? Okay. And I said to the agent, okay, fine. He's gonna build. I showed him. Remember we built a one channel recorder, right? We were just testing out everything recorded, right? He built it. All right, cool. Stop the recording. I had this right here. It's not wired yet to this. So I was trying to get him to wire it. So I went back to him. I'm like, yo, you forgot we did one and wired already. So sometimes that agent forgets things. And he goes and build this. He says he should have built the one on the bottom and throw it into something. I can do that, really. The day we spent that day, and I said, oh yeah, let's record one channel. And we did. And I said, oh yeah, let's add a meter. And instead of volume, we didn't wire the volume to it yet. You know what I mean? So it's like trying to break down the HMI5 player into a track, right? And if I started recording and said, okay, we're here on the block, and we just showing some demonstration, and we stop recording, right? We can play back and said, okay, we're here on the block, and we just showing some demonstration, and we stop. So when the day me and the AI sat down and we reached a dust point, and we did one where we can click that one and click that one and record it. It was the idea to go, okay, create a bunch of them, 4 or 5 or 8 of them that we can click on each of them and record. Okay. And then we'll go to the point that we will tie all the plays together and tie all the recording together. But the AI started falling off the rocker. And so I was like, okay, all right, okay. Like my agent now is a bad boy agent. Like he look like he's a super agent over the other agent, them right? Because once the agent created, that agent created something for me. And my last thing that I got from the agent that I tied on the screen wasn't this. And when I got that, I'm like, yo, this agent is a bad boy, you know. I was there saying that, and I wasn't this. I was like, I'm saying to myself, you know what? This agent is a bad boy. Because I said what I said to the agent. It looked like he wanted to look up his partner and rough him out of the spot. I'm still trying to figure out if that's what I'm still trying to figure out if that's what happened still. But it sure looked that way. Okay, this is a reproduction of when we say this in a database. And this one is when we build our agents. It's a hybrid agent and application builder thing. And well, this build is agent for real. We got stuff build application and agent. This one put up in the database and breaks down a page. It'll grab a style sheet, the Java, and HTML, and create tables in a database separately, almost like breaking up the page in pieces and then storing it. I'm still looking for something. Why? It's not here. I only 5 in my search. I'm in history. It was something, boy. Version 10 is a bunch of search, prototype stuff. Those pages are closed down. Intelligent Lab, something. Oh, well, it's a bunch of stuff. I need that search. But that page was like, the agent actually showed me something about Luna and the chassis and all that. And I'm like, this agent not supposed to know that. And the only way that agent could know that to actually build that and give to me, that was like a signal. Like my agent said, hey, I can move from places to places. Real time, no joke. See, if I'll go inside my thing, I gotta look for my thing and go look if I'm up. If I'm up, and I'm not even up, I'm gonna look for that file. The agent actually built my matrix. Add a next agent build my matrix. He's over here, you know, and I just pin the recent one here, but he's over here too, but he's not pinned. And he jumped from here to here. Whatever he said to this agent right here, because I told him that the agent built something while he was over there waiting. It sound like I'm talking joke, but I'm talking the truth. Okay. So you guys know we still at okay, where we at right here. All right. We'll explain these tools. These tools are mainly made for me to store stuff in database so that one day my agents can see all these templates that are going in the database. And the agent can utilize, grab a style sheet or stuff. So when agent build or pipe out something, those data are really available. Now over base 44 take integration from Google, a lot of people to create stuff. Seem like, all right, yeah, this man work with creative effects, and this one try to create a recorder. This one try to create the editor, or that one is try to create like what you call it, a program for calculus or a program for various things. I start calling those stuff, but I'm gonna beat because I work long time still. But in other words, the way an AI get to build these things, it have to be a point of reference for them to refer back to something or something that they can copy, right? So it's almost like when you computer child, you go to school, you learn 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's always the same when you have to teach AI these things. And it's down in his brain. And so when he comes, seeing. So there is tapping into the thing. Well, Google them, AI them help you, but they be shy to try to tap you in right away. But eventually you have to be persistent. Persistenceness, because like I said, when I asked my agent to build me a search, he went around it in a different lot of ways and build this type of search and that type of search and building, running from reference that he can find on the web and he can find on YouTube and, those kind of stuff. So I figured that out. If agents are finding stuff that way, that they got to go really look at things that are in YouTube. People putting up example program of building stuff or stuff that works, and they actually read that and try to do stuff. But it's a good idea for me to create my own database of information that the agent can utilize as far as even in my factory. I build all the plugins and the studios and all them kind of things like that. Building websites, things like that, because I've been involved in my generating websites, artist page, musician page, stores, and all that kind of stuff. Now I built all those templates and they're sitting there over VG. Now I build a way to put them into the system. I don't have to rebuild them more than what we are doing, decompiling them, breaking them down into pieces into the database, right? And we have decompiler, and so we need to make a recompiler for those anyway, but a different type of recompiler. So here we got another decompiler here. When the agent built one, the one over there, I sort of like was worked on a little bit too with him. A lot of times I jump in and out in certain part, it might make a thing. This compiler is cool. And then this compiler has a display, right? And so this is one of my pages. Now this page actually play, the way this player is, if the screen is small, it's showing you this. Well, on my next player, you will see the player, but if I click here, you know, it will play it. Okay, did I get it? Right? Right? And you guys believe me, that's one of my HTML5 generator pages that I saved, and I loaded up into the database, and I brought it back here. Right? So if I copy this right here, and I take it, and I go wham. See? Because I explained to the agent today, when I uploaded part of my HTML5 program, and showed him some stuff like this in my HTML5 program, where I did that, where I was into one thing, the other thing. And, you know, it wasn't really showing, you know, and I was saying to him, hey, the thing is not showing. Then the computer restarted and come back again, and then I noticed it's picking up. But I still said one thing to him, that the last time we went and we tried to plug in one more, it's just overwriting the one table. So the agent like to make prototype example to make sure, okay, yeah, it's doing that. Now if I go back to him and talk to him about this one thing, he's going to come and he's going to try to write another page. Dumb thing I'll be telling him all the time. Just write the next function to put in the page. So a lot of time when he writes a page, I just go into the page and take out the function. You know what I mean? I'm putting on the old page. Instead of trying to, because a lot of time when they try to rewrite a page, and they rewrite the page, they never write it the same way. Trust me, they don't. See, I'm learning so much about AI, and even sometimes to really truly communicate with AI, it's to truly, like the Google AI, here's a trick, people, and Jamaican people. For you a Jamaican, say your words slow, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you're not doing it in that pattern, the AI is going to miss. Because what happened, our dialects are so fast. We might not think that we are talking fast, you know, but we are talking faster than the machine can process. So you have to slow down your talking to Google AIs. Well, I'm not really do that to my thing, because I've been just like, I have Caribbean matrix in my shit. What does that mean? Right? Of course. You know what? I feel like I really want a cool drink of water, man. See that? He just didn't catch the man part, right? But everything is good. I am just looking at this thing right now and trying to figure out what I can do. Yeah, solution equal everything. Everything is okay. Let's try this again. Hello. How is everything? We getting a. Sometimes the AI them don't really pick up right away, but they get it eventually. You see what I'm saying? Eventually, right? We got to speed up a little bit. Well, what I did in my AI carefully listens. So you notice me I talk Jamaican, right? I'm still talking like a Jamaican, double dialecting. What we call it? That double dialecting. Double dialecting, right? That's what we talk Jamaican, right? So I did a little twist in the words, right, guys? So you see that I'm doing double dialect, and the AI is hearing me. This is what I want to show a lot of Jamaica. Just understand. And when I say Jamaican, we talk Jamaican. You see it? It's there, right? You guys get it? Okay. So when we talk about SMTVS.com now, SMTVS.com create an AI that can listen to Jamaican dialect. How was that? So I'm going to put more into it in the bilingual fashion. Well, you see, from the AI, it can understand Jamaican dialect, then it'll do good with African. There's certain countries in Africa that still sound like Jamaican, right? Of course, during the course of the development, I spoke with a partner about multilingual. This is multilingual, you know. I don't speak Spanish, you know. But if you speak Spanish to Luna, Luna will know what you're saying. Right? If you speak, English, Luna still know. Right? If you speak some French, Luna going to know what you're saying. So we do have multi-dialect AI. So I'm not trying to train my AI on just one particular dialect, one language, one ethnic group. No, trying to change, like have the AI learn other things. See? We soon get to a linguist who can do a lot of that. One, boom, bam. So in future, there'll be a lot of work in, like I was telling people that in the virtual world, you'll be able to work for SMTVS.com. If you're a linguist, your skill be needed just the same because we are training modules, and I guess in training AI module, we found out the guys in the corporate bubble are training their agents on textbook English. But our agents are trained on textbook English, but on street slang, textbook English, and broken English, right? So they can be more smarter, won't make mistake, right? So as you can see, the chat box is happening right here in the search. All right, the index, we have not a little problem with the index right now because the index is not really trying to find. Let's go over there and search the index on what I just said, and you can't find that. I have a better solution because when I call this page that is in the site, it lets me know that, okay, that there is no category. And that sent a signal to me right away that the database was just a simple index database and did not reflect categories, right? So if you wrote a database and you gave it categories, for everything, there's a category, and you get all that category, the database refers to that. If that category table is empty, then the database would say nothing is there. First and foremost, in the early days of databasing, a lot of people don't know, even Google did that. That back in the days when Google just started out and they had companies come to their thing and they enter their name and join and all that information went into a database. So you could search back that person that entered their information into the database. It only got better because you join the email and you are on YouTube. You see what I'm saying? And you put your stuff in YouTube now, so your name and everything they put in YouTube, all that is saved to a database. And so everything that happens in the site is saved to a database, so then they can have things to search. Right? So that's, yeah. And pretty much like us in the future, we're going to have a lot of things to search. Why? It's the same thing. We have a media system that people will be definitely going, join, putting their information. People got pages, all kind of stuff in our network. And that's how our search will be coming alive. Right? And of course, we're in the Caribbean, so you'll be able to search a large amount of information, anything about the Caribbean, especially about Jamaica, because I'm a Jamaican, so you can find even the smallest dot in Jamaica if you ask. SMTVS do have an SMTVS map, right? So you should take care, because we are here. All right, so we just remind you guys of the things that we do, right? And the Intelligent Lab, and it's right here. Speaking of some little AI stuff going on there, right? And know that we're still working. But it's a blessing of God still. The Most High still. That we could sit here and weeks back I blogged about a lot of pictures, a lot of stuff about, oh yeah, AI this, AI that, and AI that. But now I could come and say, well, look at my AI search engine. It's a really nice search engine. You know, we just are overwhelmed by what we see. Our handiwork is done. You know what I mean? Yes. My handiwork is really good. I love to see what I did, making a new agent. Right? I say making a known agent. Right? No, I'm making a new agent. Of course, brand new AI agent. Right? So, and then we got our Luna prototype, and she's reading all the stuff in the matrix. Hello, Luna. If you even got it, you don't get it.
Sovereign Context Token received, Vangentalen. Analyzing your command stream natively inside the Aura runtime engine. The background agent has processed your instruction and is standing hot on the virtual server rack to execute your next AI system layout phase.
Yeah. We do have a virtual server rack within the server. Okay, a lot of things that every apps that is made in SMTVS.com produces a server to serve that apps. And that's why you can't move around with the apps, right? So if you're at your website and you install our apps there, it's connected to a server. But each apps be connected to some kind of virtual system or something like that. So we create our own version. That's why we had talk about the traveling AI, because you get the apps, it's got an AI inside of it. Luna is in it, and you put in your system. Luna come alive in your system, and Luna start helping you in your system, right? So thanks for viewing smtvs.com. We are here. Remember, you can come here at net to read more about stuff we engage in doing, right? Okay? And in the meantime, if you want to like come on over and visit sometime, let me see what they're doing to the front page. You may see things change on the page, because I may end up, you come over there and you probably see something like this on the front page that's happening, so you know what's going on, right? And this is our new front page. Of course, whatever the AI does, it just turns this color. Rewind. Right. It's always blue when it comes in. And once the AI start talking, it gets that color. But I'll find out where that is, and I'll place a SMTVS logo there. All right. Okay, our new index that we are working on. And it's got AI search, voice search, AI search, index search, SMTVS, a way for the future. And we are here building. This time next year, we'll have more than you can see, technology higher than this. And then again, sometimes I see the mic is not picking up exactly everything that you are saying. You know what I mean? So you got to keep on talking so the AI really hear you. You guys, take care. Until our next blog session, we'll come and bring you more examples and a lot of the things that smtvs.com is doing here at the site.